Welcome to your core class today. Might as well start it comfy. So come to your back, laying in Shavasana, and roll your shoulders down your spine. Rest your hands alongside your body. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. And bring your arms up over your head. Stretch your arms and your legs away from each other, full body stretch. And then walk your arms over to the right, your upper body over to the right. Walk your legs over to the right. So keep yourself laying on your back, just the arms and the legs are reaching to the right. And feel the stretch up the left side of your body from the tips of your toes all the way to the tips of your fingers. And remember your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. Let's take one more breath here. And come through center. Stretch your arms and your legs away from each other, full body stretch. And then switch sides. Walk the hands, the arms, and the upper body over to the left. Walk the legs over to the left. And come through center. Stretch your arms and your legs away from each other, full body stretch. And then switch sides. Walk the hands, the arms, and the upper body over to the left. Walk the legs over to the left. And feel the stretch up the right side of the body. And come back through center. Stretch the arms and the legs away from each other. Full body stretch. And then pull your knees up into your chest. Cross your ankles, take a hold of your big toes, and start some spinal rolls. So you back and forth along the length of your spine, coming up to sitting and laying back down. One more round. And then come all the way up to sitting and all the way up onto all fours. Plant your palms below your shoulders, your knees below your hips. Untuck your toes. Spread the fingers wide. Put the weight into the hands where the fingers meet the palms. So just take a few moments here to really set yourself up. Okay, fingers spread really wide. We're going to spend some time on our wrists. So there's lots of options, right? You can come onto your fists, you can take a hold of blocks, you can tent your fingers whenever you need, but really setting yourself up by putting the weight into the knuckles. Untuck the toes, put the weight into the tops of the feet. Feel that engagement. When you put the weight there, feel the engagement in the lower back and the lower belly. And then just try this, let it go, and notice that the belly sags automatically. The back sags. So put the weight into the tops of the feet. Inhale, bring your belly towards the mat, look up at the ceiling. Then exhale, push into your hands, arch your back, point the top of your head at your mat. And just start to flow with your breath, inhaling through cow and exhaling through cat. One more round. And on your next breath, bring your spine to neutral. Put the weight into your left knee and bring your right leg up into the air behind you. So again, notice that the belly likes to drop. Put the weight into the top of the left foot and engage the belly, engage the lower back. Remember to keep pushing into the knuckles. Option to stay here or bring the left arm up into the air behind you. Keep pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Keep breathing. Imagine yourself as one long line from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Option to stay here or flow with your breath. Every inhale, reach the arm and the leg away from each other. Every exhale, bring the elbow and the knee to meet below your chest. Just continue to flow with your breath slowly. Keep pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Act like there's like a weight machine in your hand and your foot, and you really have to push it away to push the arm and the leg away from each other. And imagine the weights are still there. So you have to slow them down as you bring the elbow and the knee in towards one another. Moving very slow and still continuing to pull the belly button in towards the spine and engage the lower back. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. One more round. Come back to all fours. Couple of rounds of cow-cat. Remember to push into the knuckles. One more round. And we'll switch to the other side. Bring the weight into the right knee, the left leg up into the air behind you. Engage the leg. Push through the ball of the foot like you're stepping on the gas pedal. Toes flexed, foot pointing. Leg engaged all the way up, belly button pulling in, weight in the top of the right foot. An option to stay here, bring the right arm up into the air. With the arm, you're reaching, the arm's engaged. Belly button pulling in. Option to stay here or move with your breath. Inhale, hand and foot away from each other. Exhale, elbow and knee meet below your chest. Move slow. Inhale out. Exhale in. Your body's strong, your body engaged. Where's the weight in the left hand? Spread the fingers wide. Slow, strong movements. One more round. Return to all fours. Couple more rounds of cow-cat. Come back to a neutral spine and tuck your toes under. Lift your knees just to hover above the mat. Push the hands into the mat, spread the fingers. Breathe. Pull the belly button in towards the spine, engage the lower back. One more breath here. And slowly release the knees back down to the mat. Walk the hands forward a little bit and then lift the knees, straighten the knees, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Shoulder blades on the spine. Spread the fingers wide. And then slowly start to come down onto your elbows. Try to touch both elbows down at the same time. Make your way into dolphin. And then come back up into down dog. So put the weight into the hands and try to lift both the elbows at the same time. Slowly bend the knees, come down onto all fours. Take your knees out as wide as your mat. Bring your big toes together. Push your hips over your heels and walk your hands out in front of you. Flip your palms so that they're face up. Breathe. Flip your palms back down, walk your hands below your shoulders, come up onto all fours. Again, walk the hands forward, tuck the toes, lift up to downward facing dog. Check your alignment, float forward into plank. Spread your fingers wide, push the ground away from you. Put the weight into the hands where the fingers meet the palm, pull the heels up over the balls of the feet. Keep your hands and your feet right where they are and just lift the hips into the sky. It'll feel awkward having a longer stance, but that's okay. It's good to feel awkward. It's good to feel different. This means that you are working areas of the body you have not gotten into yet. Just breathe. Step your left foot in closer to your right foot. And inhale, bring the right foot up into the air behind you. Stay where you are, exhale. Inhale the foot up towards the ceiling. And exhale, float forward, come into plank, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, back down. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, back up. One more time. Right elbow. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. This time, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up. And inhale, back up. One more time. Inhale, back up. This exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Float forward. Inhale, back up. Again. Inhale, back up. One more. Inhale, back up. Exhale your right foot down to the mat. Step your left foot out and your right foot in. Inhale the left leg up into the air. Stay here, exhale. Inhale, reach the heel up even higher. Exhale, float forward, three-legged plank, left knee, left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale down, moving slow, long breaths. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. This time, left knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale down, same. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. This time, knee to chest. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale the foot down. And then come down onto your knees. Come down onto your elbows. Take a breath. And just make sure that your elbows are below your shoulders. And you can interlock your fingers or you can place your hands on the mat. Totally up to you. And then walk your feet back, coming into a forearm plank. Pull the heels up over the balls of your feet and pull your belly button in towards your spine. Look to the top of your mat. Breathe. And slowly lower. Come down onto your belly. Just let your head rest on your hands. Take a breather. And then bring your arms alongside your body with your palms face up. Your head to the right, resting on the left.
Bring your head up and untuck your toes. Bring your legs together. Engage the legs. And then use the strength of your lower back to lift you up. Bring the arms up off the ground and reach them to the bottom of your mat. Breathe. Really reach back and try to touch the back of your mat. Inhale up just a little higher. And then exhale down. Turn your head to the left, rest on the right ear. Lift your head and come to rest on your chin. Flip your palms so they're face down and bring them below your pelvis. And then lift your legs up into the air. Keep your chin on the mat. Engage the bum, engage the thighs. Really push through the balls of the feet. Engage the lower body as much as you can. Reach to the bottom of the mat and then reach up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Try to reach up just a little bit higher and reach back just a little further. Keep the chin on the mat, lift the legs up one more time. And then slowly release. Turn your head in the opposite direction once again. Lift your head. Come onto your chin. And bring your legs together. And lift up everything. So lift the chest, reach the arms back, lift the legs up. Really engaging the lower back, engaging the legs, engaging the arms, like you're reaching back and up. Really reach, 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 and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Notice yourself moving with your breath. One more round. Exhale, come back down, turn to the left, rest here. Completely let go. One last time. Lift your head, bend your knees, and reach back for your feet with your hands. Take a hold of either your feet or your ankles.
Just taking a moment, stretching things out, preparing your body. And if ever it's difficult to take a hold of the feet, you can always use a strap around the ankles and then take a hold of the strap. Start to kick the feet into the hands, lifting the chest up into the air. And start to kick the legs up. Kick back and kick up. Breathe. One more time, kick a little bit higher. Kick a little bit further back. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, slowly release the last prone shavasana. Turn the head to the right, completely let go. Lift your head, bend your elbows, plant your palms below your shoulders, push up onto all fours. And then make your way onto your bum. Across your ankles, bring your feet out in front of you. And don't worry about walking your heels too close to your bum. Take a hold of underneath your knees. And then find that balancing point, that magical point where you can balance with your feet in the air. And then point your feet. Keep the feet pointed, but flex the toes. So it's like Barbie feet. You're pushing on the gas pedal, flointing. And keep your knees towards one another. Keep pulling your chest up towards the ceiling. Breathe. We're just gonna start to flow here. So if you have something like a block, or I've got a shoe here, and you can just imagine too, I'm bringing the shoe so you can see it. Imagine that there's something between your feet. You bring your feet, take a hold of the thing in between your feet, arms reach up, and you lay back over your head, and then come back up. The thing goes back into the feet, and then reach again. Back up, knees into chest, hands take a hold of the thing, and then lay back, arms over the head. Back up, and just continue to flow, passing this real thing or this imaginary thing between your hands and your feet. One more round. Coming back up to center. Bring your knees into your chest, hug them in. Breathe. And bring your legs out in front of you. And bring your arms up over your head. And start to lay back. So coming all the way down onto your back, keep your legs cemented on the ground. Take your time. Eventually making your way all the way down onto your back. And just take a moment, flat spine on the earth. And then bend the knees, placing the soles of the feet on the mat. And bring your hands underneath your hips. So palms are face down. You're basically like just stabilizing your pelvis. And then bring your legs up into the air. Flex your feet. Pull your toes down towards your nose. Imagine that there is a clock up in the air. And right now, your feet are at 12 o'clock. So let's just play. Let's move over to 3. And then all the way down to 6. And just make sure that 6 is like really close to the mat. And then come all the way over to 9. And then all the way back up to 12. Sweet, switch it. Go all the way over to 9. All the way down to 6. All the way up to 3. And then back up to 12. And keep pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Go down to 6. And then back up to 12. And down to 6 and hold. And then back up to 12. And then over to 9. And over to 3. And down to 6. And up to 12. Keep the left foot at 12 and the right foot at 6. Switch. Right foot to 12, left foot to 6. Keep pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Take the left foot to 9, the right foot to 3. And switch. Left foot to 6. No, right foot to 6, left foot to 12. And then back to 3 and 9. Meet up at 12 and make your way down to 6. And back up to 12 and down to 6. And back up to 12 and down to 6. And back up to 12 and then over to 9. Over to 3, down to 6, up to 12, down to 6, over to 9, over to 3, up to 12, down to 6. And breathe. Come back up to 12. Hug your knees into your chest. And bring your legs up into the air one more time. Flex your feet and bring your arms up into the air. Spread your fingers wide, engage the arms. Make sure that your shoulder blades are touching the mat. Keep your belly button pulling in towards your spine. Really breathe here. And on your next inhale, left hand, right leg go away from each other. Hover just above the mat and then come back to meet in center. Inhale. Exhale, other side, or inhale the other side. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, back to center. Just continue to flow with your breath. Pull your belly button in towards the spine. Right arm, left leg. Back to center. Left arm, right leg. Back to center. Keep everything engaged. Move slow. Can you slow down your movements and your breath even more? One more either side. Come back up to center. Now both arms and both legs. Inhale, reach them away from each other, hover above the mat. Exhale, come back to center. A few more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, back to center. Last round. Exhale, back to center and hug your knees into your chest. Totally relax here. Bring your arms out to the side, shoulder height, palms face down. And then bring your knees all the way over to the right. Bring them all the way down to the mat. Option to look over your left shoulder. Come back into center, head into center, engage the core, knees back into center. Other side, let them fall all the way over to the left. Turn your head to look over your right shoulder. And bring your head into center, engage your core, bring your knees into center. And hug your knees in. Your forehead up to touch your kneecaps. Squeeze your body round your spine. Notice your knees. Kiss your knees. Hello, body. I feel you today and will probably feel you for a few days. Release your head down onto the mat. Release your feet onto the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open. Allow the arms to fall away from the body, the palms to face the ceiling. And breathe. And then walk the feet away from you until the legs are flat. Bring your arms up over your head. Stretch your arms and your legs away from each other, full body stretch. And then walk the arms and the upper body over to the right. And walk the legs over to the right. Feel the stretch up the left side of your body. Breathe. Just come back through center. Your legs into center. Arms and the body back to center. Stretch the arms and the legs away from each other. Full body stretch. And then over to the left. Upper body and arms. Over to the left. Legs over to the left. Stretch out the right side. Breathe. Come back to center. And one last time, full body stretch. Arms and legs away from each other. And then bring your arms alongside your body with your palms face up. Let your feet fall open. Feel free to either take another pose if you feel like there's something missing right before Shavasana, or take a hold of a bolster, place it under your knees, a blanket. Just make yourself nice and comfortable. Take a deep breath in all the way to the bottom of your lungs. Let it out with the biggest sigh. Let go of your breath and allow your body to breathe. Take all of the thoughts that you have in your head right now. Just allow them to ooze out of the crown of your head, onto your mat and away from you. Feel yourself yet again as awareness. There is no controlling life. Try corralling a lightning bolt or containing a tornado. Dam a stream and it will create a new channel. Resist and the tide will sweep you off of your feet. Allow and grace will carry you to higher ground. The only safety lies in letting it all in. The wild with the weak, fear, fantasies, failures, and success. When loss rips off the doors of the heart, or sadness veils your vision with despair. Practice simply bearing the truth. In the choice to let go of your known way of being, the whole world is revealed to your new eyes. Invite your awareness back into your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And turn your head from side to side. Pull your knees into your chest. Hug them in. Roll from side to side. Eventually rolling all the way over onto your right side. Use your bicep as a pillow. Use the strength of your left hand to push yourself all the way up to seated. Try to keep your eyes nice and heavy. When you get here, roll your shoulders down your spine, rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Let it out with a sigh. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe normally. Bring your hands together at the center of your chest. Bow your head. And thank you all so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste.